We have done industry workshops, so we're working with industry partners because we don't want to just understand what the academic literature says, we also just want to understand the problems that are coming from industry and how they'd like to look at their audiences. So we've been doing work on that. And then the aim is to develop this toolkit, and we want to develop a toolkit that ranges from questionnaires to behavioural measures to EEG. And in some circumstances, people might want to use one of those methods, or they might want to use a number of them and triangulate their methods.
That's what we're doing really in our project, is developing this toolkit, a set of methods which allow you or allow us to measure at any moment in the content, how engaged is my audience? How much is my audience remembering that? How much is my audience affected emotionally by it?
And so whether you're a company creating productions and you want to know whether something hit the way that you hoped it would, or whether you're like a small scale artist who just wants like a greater feedback than asking somebody, did you like that? Because most of the time people will say things that they think you want to hear. And so a lot of this work kind of takes that out.
You may not actually realise that the audience is not perceiving it in the way you think to, or not picking up the particular details or the overall story that you want them to.
The right tool in the toolkit might be recording heart rate. And then what we want to do is provide a really clear framework to people to say, okay, you want to measure heart rate, this is why you might want to do it. These are the kind of measures you get. This is how to think about the measure. This is how to validate the measure. This is how to check your data quality. And this is how you might present or publish the data. And so over the course of the My World project, we're adding to that toolkit. So we're adding new questionnaires, we're adding new methods like heart rate monitoring and EEG. We've looked at skin conductance, and we want to empower people to say, okay, I'm interested in this about my show or content or thing I've created. How do I measure what I'm interested about my audience? How do I become audience focused?